Hey guys, it's D here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Telltale Games. In case you haven't heard the news, it seems that the developer that has come up with memorable games like The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, Batman, has decided to close their doors. And it's really a shame because I really liked their games. I've played their games over the years, and I really kind of liked their business model. One of the things, as we've seen over the years, with the price of games pretty much stagnating, and but at the same time, a lot of developers, uh, doing other things like microtransactions. It was kind of refreshing to see a developer, decide to come up with some type of episodic content, uh, and at the same time do something a little bit different. This was kind of like a choose your own adventure type of game, not to the effect of what was it, Beyond Two Souls and Detroit Become Human, um, but or Heavy Rain, if you will. Nothing that intense, but something a little bit lighthearted and easy to play. And I have to admit, I did not start playing Telltale games until after The Walking Dead had won a lot of its accolades. But I did, know the games existed, particularly Back to the Future. That had caught my eye many years ago. But after Walking Dead had won its Game of the Year awards and had beaten bigger games that particular year, I decided to start playing them, and I've had a lot of fun with them. I've played Back to the Future. I've played all seasons of The Walking Dead except for the most recent one. I've played The Wolf Among Us. I've played um, the first season of Batman. I did start Game of Thrones. I did not finish it yet, and I do have Guardians of the Galaxy next, and I think I even have Tales of the Borderlands somewhere. And I've always enjoyed playing Telltale games. And like I said, it's very unfortunate to see this studio close because they did have a unique way of publishing games and a unique way of storytelling. But the developer did have its share of problems, and particularly uh, one. Obviously, if you've played one of those games, you've pretty much played them all. There was really, outside of the strong, intense storytelling, there was really nothing different from any of the games. There was no uniqueness to them. But you can say that with any game. If you've played Halo One, then you've pretty much can play all the Halos. Or if you've played any of one of the Uncharted's, all the rest are the same. So um, I never really had a problem with that. I have to say for me, probably my biggest, um, or I won't say my biggest problem, but probably the biggest issue that Telltale Games had was when you have episodic content and you're pretty much, I would pretty much believe you're living paycheck to paycheck. I personally would not buy a new season or of a game until all of the episodes had come out and probably was on sale in some way, shape, or form. So, when you're releasing a game like Batman or whatever, and a whole season was $20, I'd probably pick it up when it was around 12 or 13 or maybe $15. So I'm pretty sure a lot of folks were just like me, and a lot of those upfront sales just weren't popping up uh, the way Telltale games happen. But at the same time, if you're a developer and you know how the money works, there's ways to work around that. And I have a feeling probably the biggest thing that happened here, and we'll find out over the weeks, months, and years as the company is dissolved and sold off for parts to other companies, exactly what happened behind the scenes is probably a whole slew of mismanagement. And we're already starting to hear about that now, about CEOs coming and going and top talent leaving. And I can attest to myself, there's nothing worse than having bad management that can easily kill any entity, any company, any developer. It can kill just about anything, and we've seen that over the years, not only in the software business but in other businesses as well. And one that comes to mind right off the bat is Blockbuster. Just bad management and the inability to think outside the box or innovate is what caused them to be non-existent today. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. But ultimately, I wanted to get your thoughts on Telltale Games. Are you going to miss them? Did you enjoy playing their games? And if you did, which ones did you like to play? Like I said, I enjoyed playing every single one of them. Uh, and I wish, in some way, shape, or form, we can see this company continue. Maybe it'll get purchased, you know, um, like I said, by one of the other companies out there, because that's usually how companies when they go into bankruptcy protection or dissolution, they usually gets picked up by somebody else. And we saw on E3 that Microsoft was willing to pick up studios to do in-house projects. So we might see something like that happen. And in all honesty, if Microsoft were to pick up Telltale Games, that would give me a little bit more reason to play my Xbox One. Because if you made all these games Xbox exclusive, right there, you've already have a customer right here. But anyway, like I said, I want to know your thoughts on Telltale Games and how you feel. What happened with that company? Did you, like I said, did you enjoy the games or did you not like the games? Tell me. I like talking to you guys. And I'll talk to you guys next time. And in the meantime, peace out.